Ask a plant manager what they pay for hydrogen, and they usually have a quick answer. But the actual operating budget often reveals a massive discrepancy between the perceived cost and the capital actually bleeding from the bottom line. The industry standard is to quote hydrogen using a clean, attractive dollar per kilogram figure. That baseline number ballooning on the final invoice is the result of a sprawling web of phantom costs hidden within the supply chain. This 3D model shows a large, centralized industrial processing plant. Looking at this scale, it's easy to assume creating the molecule is the bulk of the expense. In reality, production inside these megaplants is remarkably efficient. Isolating a hydrogen molecule is relatively inexpensive. Industrial hydrogen costs balloon the exact moment that molecule leaves the factory gates. This chart breaks down a typical delivered hydrogen invoice, separating the molecule's true cost from logistical overhead. The molecule accounts for 15% of the budget. The remaining 85% is a logistical tax. Transport is the largest line item, consuming 35%. This illustration tracks a standard tube trailer truck on a transport route. Every kilometer of travel introduces uncontrolled risk, diesel fuel costs, and potential points of failure. Storage and compliance drain another 20% of the budget, simply to secure and monitor the hazardous gas once it arrives on site. Over half of a manufacturer's hydrogen budget evaporates into moving and storing the gas before a single molecule enters the production line. This financial bar graph illustrates a 20% price volatility premium, a segment where external market forces hijack the buyer's budget. Legacy-delivered hydrogen prices are tethered to chaotic external factors. Truck driver shortages, route disruptions, and diesel inflation dictate the final bill. This forces highly precise manufacturing facilities to remain hostage to unpredictable highway logistics. The final 10% of the invoice is the purity risk buffer. Maintaining gas purity during transit is a difficult and expensive logistical requirement. None of these external crises add any actual value to the final manufactured product. A legacy hydrogen contract is a payment for a fragile, inefficient, and volatile supply chain. Escaping this trap requires decoupling the molecule from the supply chain through decentralized on-site generation. Moving production directly to the point of use removes the 85% hidden tax from the invoice entirely. Advanced engineering has condensed the capabilities of a centralized megaplant into an automated, containerized appliance. This image details a containerized generation unit, focusing on the input icons for electricity and water. This system simplifies production down to 2 stable utilities. Localized generation provides absolute budget predictability and total operational independence from diesel logistics. Modern industrial strategy relies on localized generation to return absolute control and margin to the facility.